Sorry guys, I'm not good with, I didn't have my camera set up good there. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to Ireland Reaction. And hopefully I'm not burning anything. This is your basic bacon and eggs. And this is the thick cut hickory smoked. It's either hickory smoked or applewood smoked, I forget. But we're having some, basically it's trying to attempt to do some eggs over easy. And let's see if I can achieve this over, you know what I do? If I put 4 eggs in here at once. So what I'm going to do is sort of separate them out so I can flip them without flipping all 4 of them, which I've done before, but you end up splashing. Alright, so those are separated. So now a little trick for you guys at home that don't know this. We want to get some oil on top of these to make the perfect egg, so to speak. So you get that hot oil going. Get the hot oil going on the top of the egg without really flipping it. As long as the grease is not oil, this is olive oil and butter mixture. Mostly olive oil, a little bit of extra little butter in there just for flavoring while you're frying your eggs. So we're gonna get those tops sort of curing a little bit. You can see they sort of get a white covering over them once you've got a little extra oil on the tops. The bottoms are cooking fine. And this way, if I do want to flip them, you don't have so much concern about it. Well, it's going to break apart. The yolk's going to break. And all that business. So, now that those are washed, I gotta dive back over here to my bacon and make sure this is looking good. Looking pretty good. I do need to flip a lot of these. This is sort of a pile of bacon, as opposed to the style of keeping them all straight in a line and flat and all that, which I love bacon that's all like that. But it takes a little bigger pan, and you can't put as much bacon in at one time, and it takes a lot more tender loving care, the TLC aspect of cooking. And so this way, I put a pile of bacon in there, make sure it's all separated, and let it do its thing. Nice thing to remember about bacon is after you think you're done and you take it off of the stove, it still continues because of the hot grease element, hot oil element. It's going to continue baking for a little bit. So with that in mind, don't let it burn. If it looks like it's getting really close to really being, oh, I think I better take that off right now, it's getting too brown, you already should have taken it off. That's my point. So the eggs are looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and flip this guy over like that. Yeah, look at that bottom. It's getting slightly brown. Yep, looking good. Looking delicious, guys. Oh, there I went splashing. So, now those really don't need too much more time at all. So, with that in mind, I am just going to, the bacon still needs a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and plate these eggs on a paper towel, just like that. That way it lets the oil sort of get off of there. And I don't really probably eat that, but I don't want it left in my oil because I'm going to be using that. Now, as you can see, I'll let those sit there for just a little bit and then take them off with the paper towel so that they don't stay in there. Don't forget to turn your burner off. On your stovetop. Whether it's gas or electric, be sure to turn your burners off, guys. Double check your settings constantly. Just always be looking to make sure that I'm gonna move this over to the front burner so it's a little easier to work with. Since now that I've got the eggs done, and it's always handy to have a spatula and a pair of tongs when you're working with bacon. It gives you more control, especially with the pan. Now you can see, guys, this bacon is looking really good. Now this is the point where it's like, if I waited any longer and said, oh, okay, I better get that off of there, it's still cooking for just a little bit, so I don't need to do that. So we're going to go ahead and make sure the burner's off first. Now I'm going to get another plate for my bacon. This time, we're actually going to use a couple of paper towels to plate the bacon on. And just let it do a little bit of draining. Hopefully I'm still in frame there. I can't see the camera. But just get that on there. Careful not to splash yourself. If you've ever burnt yourself with some grease in the kitchen, it's not fun. And as always, it looks like a whole lot less bacon than when I first put it in there because it cooks down considerably. And just move that around a little bit, let it cool down. Let it cool down, and there you have perfectly cooked hickory smoked or apple smoked thick cut bacon. Here at Island Reaction, we love bacon and eggs. Now we're going to safely put this pan over there, and you can see the amount of oil that's. And bacon's pretty much always like that. I don't care what the brand. You can see how much oil is in there. That's why it cooks down. But the nice thing is, if it didn't cook down like that, you would be consuming all of that. You don't want that in your body. A little bit of flavor from it, perfect for gravies. Even sometimes I've even cooked my eggs in that instead of the olive oil. They come out really delicious. But, it's a little extra cholesterol. That's not necessary. But now a lot of times you guys can save this if you have an old coffee can or a nice sturdy thick mug. You can save your bacon grease, let it cool down. A lot of times you could sit, for example, see, this is a coffee cup, so you could put some hot grease in that, probably no problem because it holds heat. But I'd still let it cool down a little bit before you put it in anything. But you could pour that grease in here. Most people have a little area around the kitchen that you could set a cup like that right up there, and you have that. And you're doing some cooking. Oh, I'm going to make some green beans. Oh, I'm going to make some gravy. So many different things. Or if you're Elvis, you could say, oh, I'm going to make a peanut butter and banana bacon grease fried sandwich. Like he used to eat 15 of them at one sitting. So you just put that in there, and it's like you've got some handy fresh bacon grease, and cover it with a little bit of foil, whatever. And a lot of kitchens, I'm sure you're going to find some bacon grease around sitting like that for multi-purpose uses, for just the enormous amount of great flavor that bacon gives so many different dishes. And so to show you guys now, if you wanted to have anything with that, sometimes a little side cottage cheese, a little bit of toast with it, toast and jam, cup of coffee, glass of orange juice. There's your basic bacon and eggs. That's international. Anywhere in the world you're going to find this. That's us here at Island Reaction cooking something like that. So thanks for joining us for this short little sweet video of some bacon and eggs here at Island Reaction. Don't forget to click and subscribe and support our channel. We're going to come up with some more exciting, more planned, detailed, really delicious dishes. Not something so basic. This is delicious, but it's not fancy. We're going to do some more fancy kind of dishes here on Island Reaction, so please watch those when we get them posted. And so, once again, this has been Island Reaction, bacon and eggs, and have a wonderful day. Trying to not go live here, guys. Sorry for that. Okay, orientation is blocked. Sorry guys here at Island Reaction. I'm not the best guy. Let's see here. That didn't sound right. I am the best guy. I'm just not the best cameraman.
You're gonna see bye.
Bye. And thanks for watching at Island Reaction. Come back and see us again.